Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about BitTorrent BTT. If you guys aren't already subscribed to the channel, make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. As BTT holders, you will get the most recent and up-to-date information on BTT every single day with daily videos on BTT. We give you guys the price predictions with updates as well for May, June, and 2021. I will say, guys, we're looking very, very bullish. So we actually see a 0.0067 continuing on a decline. A lot of declines taking place with BitTorrent ever since our massive increase to our all-time high of 0.0143. I do think that is actually almost a good thing for a lot of people to get in at good entry points before our next rise. We do see a potential for, a big drop there below 0.006. A lot of people got a very good shot at getting some very, very good entry point levels there. I do think, the more we move into BitTorrent, the more weeks and months ahead, we are going to start seeing increases take place. We have seen a very, very lackluster last month, a 21% decrease altogether. In the last week, though, we are seeing still a 4.66% increase. I do think for the most part, we are going to see increases coming. BitTorrent has been very up and down like we've seen here, all over the board, really. Like I said, bots are trading BitTorrent back and forth because they think there is a great future in BitTorrent, so there's really no loss of really doing some short-term trading with obviously selling the highs and buying the lows. So they think there's a lot of upticks and downticks, so it's very easy to continue this insider bot trading. So that's taking place a lot right now. Unfortunately, BitTorrent is kind of a victim of that right now, and I do think we will break out. All we need is a little bit more volume, which we have $1 billion of volume in the last 24 hours, which is definitely on the right path. I think we're in the right direction, really, to get this full recovery starting to take place, and I think we will break out within the next couple weeks and months. And I think BitTorrent will make a very big impact in its price very, very soon. But let's talk about the most recent tweets and information about BitTorrent real quick, and then we'll jump back and do those price predictions for May, June, and 2021. So to start out, guys, I want to say thank you for everyone for the awesome support. You guys helped me get to that 75K subscriber mark, and it seems like it was just yesterday we were having our first stream. So take advantage of this merchandise sale. 75K subs is 15% off on anything at my store. Also, you can actually probably view it under the recent YouTube videos as well. Like this video, you probably see a little store scroll page or something to see the merchandise. So it's very cool, obviously, that we have that 15% off, but it's even cooler to see 75,000 of you guys have subscribed to the channel as we continue to grow. We will probably do a big giveaway at 100K. So thank you guys so much, and make sure to subscribe to stay tuned for that. Jumping into the BitTorrent, Twitter itself, not much has been taking place on the BitTorrent Twitter. Nothing really new, but I thought this was a fairly interesting thing to take a look at. So when you heard an animal coin that has no actual use worth over $60 billion, I thought this was a pretty good meme. It's interesting that we're attacking meme coins with memes, but I find it interesting and kind of funny. So jumping into the next part, we want to talk a little bit about Tron as well. So if you guys didn't know, Tron and BitTorrent have a fairly similar pattern when it comes down to the price charts. So Tron, obviously, BitTorrent being on the Tron network or the TRC network, we are going to continue to see Tron and BitTorrent kind of affect each other in a positive and negative way. So hopefully mostly positive, and I think this next one is going to be very, very positive. So let the countdown begin. 2 days until Tron launches it launches into our next great adventure. So in 2 days, obviously now 1 day, we are going to get an idea of what this adventure is going to be, and it could be big for Tron and even big for BitTorrent depending on what it is. Going into our next one, we see we're adding 4 new tokens, obviously including USDT for the Kraken exchange. This is a big deal, obviously. Tether and the Tron token itself, the USDT part of Tron, is going to be continual really support of Tron itself. And I think that's a big thing that we're starting to see, is a lot of people starting to see the USDT TRC20 or not TRC20, ERC2020, ERC20 is what I wanted to say, but everyone's starting to use, the TRC USDT, more and more every day, as it's definitely a better way to send at the moment than ERC20 USDT. So jumping into TRC20 USDT, now it's available on Kraken FX. Their circulation amount of TRC20 USDT issued by Tether TO on the Tron network exceeded 29.9 billion. Welcome to use TRC20 USDT to enjoy immediate transactions and fee I guess, free handling fees as well. So if you guys go to the actual BitTorrent Twitter itself, there's obviously going to be a lot of retweets on Tron because obviously they work hand in hand. They work side by side. So understand that when we're going through BitTorrent, Tron updates are very good for BitTorrent as well. Pretty much every time Tron goes up, BitTorrent sees at least a gradual increase. It doesn't take place every single time, but for the most part, that is what we see, is a very good correlation between them. I do think it's going to be a very big deal continuing to see BitTorrent do very, very well. Tron doing very, very well is going to help, like I said, BitTorrent get new investors and reach new people. So jumping into the actual website, let's do a quick little overview of what BitTorrent is, and then jump into those price predictions for May, June in 2021. So BitTorrent, obviously the world's largest distributed network powered by BTT. They talk about 200 million wallets, over 2 billion users, and 100 million MAU. So if you guys don't know, they're actually a BitTorrent protocol is being currently used by Netflix, Facebook, Google, Twitter, Lionsgate, and DLive. Obviously, 6 major companies there. If we take a look at the BitTorrent website, we see BitTorrent token, tokenizing the world's largest decentralized file sharing protocol within BTT. If you guys don't know, BTT is a TRC10 utility token based on the blockchain that powers features of the most popular decentralized protocols and applications in the world. DApps powered by BTT include obviously BitTorrent Speed, BitTorrent File System, DLive, and others in the pipeline. And we're going to talk about those here in just a second. If we go down a little bit more, we can see that BTT has a ton of use cases. This includes obviously the BitTorrent Speed itself. So get faster download speeds and BTT token rewards. They talk about how it works. So just enable your wallet, enjoy faster download speeds, and earn BTT, as well as get started. So you can just go to the free download on BitTorrent Web, uTorrent Classic, or uTorrent Web and take advantage of that right now. We also see the biggest thing coming for us currently is that BTFS file system. So BTFS is both a protocol and network implementation that provides a P2P mechanism for storing and sharing digital content in a decentralized filing system. If you guys don't know, obviously traditional file storage systems have many disadvantages. Controlled by a single entity, the ability for governments to censor, higher costs, and low fault tolerance. BTFS is basically trying to avoid that specifically with a decentralized file storage system supported by millions of BitTorrent user nodes. So we go down, we also see obviously that's coming soon. It's not out now. Like I said, it's going to be a big deal when it does come out. I think we are going to see some massive potential behind BTFS, and I think that's obviously going to impact BitTorrent's price altogether. So jumping now down to DLive. If you guys don't know much about DLive, it's basically a Twitch.tv or a what Justin.tv was currently, or I guess in the past. Twitch.tv is basically a DLive. Well, it tells you here, DLive is a live streaming community built on blockchain that empowers content creators and viewers. So they're trying to be kind of decentralized and move towards that decentralization. And it's very, very obviously, good for BTT to continue to move into integrations like this. Very big companies, very big platforms. So soon BTT will be introduced to the DLive ecosystem to power virtual gifting, subscriptions, and viewer rewards. Obviously, as well, you can go down to the exchanges. You can see that it's actually being listed currently on Binance, as well as KuCoin, as well as Upbit, Bittrex, many others, Skate.io. We do have, like I said in previous videos, we have these referral codes in the description below if you want to take advantage of them. We have, referral codes to Binance, KuCoin, Gate.io, Voyager, Crypto.com, a bunch of very mainstream crypto exchanges that really will give you guys benefits for signing up. So I really would appreciate that. It would support the channel. It would support you guys. So if you want to take advantage of that, jump into the description and take advantage of those referral codes. So without further ado, let's jump back into that price chart. We do see a 0.066. So we are continuing to decrease slightly. I do think, like I said, we could easily go down to about a 0.0065. I've actually talked about this previously as well. If we take a look at the last week, we saw, right around, if we take a look at the last month, actually, this is where we saw us at this 0.006564 mark. Ideally, we stay above 0.0063. If you can see, we had a price point of 0.0063 May 4th, about 12 p.m. Our big deal is to stay above that. If we drop below that, we could see problems starting to occur. See here, we actually dropped May 10th, 4 p.m., about 0.0063. For the most part, we are at one of the best entry points for BitTorrent that you may see in the next couple weeks and months. I think we could easily see it, go up and down quite a few more times within the next few weeks. But for the most part, I do think increases are coming for BitTorrent. BTFS included is going to be just massive, as well as like I said, all the protocols that are currently being supported on things like Netflix and Google and so many different big companies. And I think, like I said, the integrations with DLive as well, going to be massive. So I do think by the end of May, our price prediction is going to be right around 1 cent. That is going to be a price target for us. It's going to be a little out there. And I think that's because we're going to see a massive increase when we start to see some increases. I think there's going to be a massive increase that takes place because of this long sideways trend that we've had. I did some price analysis on BitTorrent, and it's going to be a little bit harder to figure out exactly where BitTorrent goes and when it goes because of how long the sideways trend has really lasted. If you take a look at the last week, we've kind of been on the sideways to downward trend for quite some time. It's going to take hopefully a big news or update to really start to push that kind of volume. But I think when it does come, we are, like I said, going to see some massive increases. By the end of June, before I actually give you that price prediction for by the end of June, I do want to say, guys, I am not a financial advisor, so always do your own research before investing, as this is not financial advice. But now let's talk about June. By the end of June, I do see about a penny and a half being our all-time high. That would be past our previous 0.0143, April 4th at 8 p.m. So that would be a new all-time high by the end of June. I do think that's definitely a possibility. By the end of the year, I think 3 to 5 cents is going to be our price target. Do remember, guys, these are very conservative price predictions, realistic price predictions. I'm not going to be saying 100x on every single price, or I guess every single prediction. That's just not, realistic. We have a $4.4 billion market cap. 100x on that is just not going to happen. So BitTorrent, maybe a 100x in 5 to 6 years, not going to happen in 1 year. BitTorrent could definitely do big things though by the end of this year. So we'll continue to monitor and follow BitTorrent and continue to give you guys daily updates. So make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video if you guys are BitTorrent holders. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next one.